And ever wonder why some horror franchises just keep going, even when everyone agrees they're not very good? It's a fascinating phenomenon, and no series embodies it quite like uh, during Stephen King's work has seen incredible adaptations, becoming beloved classics and even earning Academy Award nominations with titles like but for every success, there's a stumble, a misfire, or a franchise that um, just won't die. And, that King himself has seen his work stretched thin, with films like 2024's and 2017's failing to capture the magic of the source material. Um, you know, um, and he even directed a cult classic for all the wrong reasons. Uh, that and while some adaptations fade into obscurity, like 2022's, and one series stands apart not for its quality, but for its sheer persistence in the face of critical disdain, because it was all, again, major persistence in the same Syria about the infectious approach and the critical disdain. And that the day I saw a very seventh uh, began as a chilling short story, and the 1984 film adaptation captured some of that initial dread, and Linda Hamilton's performance helped solidify its place in horror history. And the imagery became instantly iconic, but beneath the surface, a troubling pattern began to emerge. Critics weren't impressed, giving the original a mere 36% on Rotten Tomatoes. Audiences weren't much kinder, scoring it at 40% with 10. Yet the name stuck. Uh, um, Despite the lukewarm reception, a franchise was born in over the years. 11 films have been released, including a 2009 remake and a 2020 reboot. And here's the kicker: every single one of them has a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics and audiences consistently dislike them, yet they keep coming, and the original remains the highest rated entry, but even that isn't saying much. Um, and looking at the numbers, it's striking. Six sequels didn't even warrant scores. Um, uh, the 2011 film holds the dubious honor of being the lowest rated with a mere 11%. And the franchise has three films at 0%. It's a testament to the power of a recognizable title, and a name that, for better or worse, is synonymous with horror. The enduring nature of the franchise hasn't escaped the notice of Stephen King himself. And in a 2016 interview, he admitted that he could do without all of the sequels, while acknowledging he liked the original pretty well. It's a sentiment shared by many fans who see the first film as a decent horror entry, while the sequels descend into increasingly bizarre and poorly executed territory. But the films aren't just critically panned. They've also served as a launching pad for several rising stars. Charlize Theron had an early role in, Naomi Watts starred in Naomi, perhaps most notably. Eva Mendes made her acting debut in 1998's. It's a strange legacy, to be sure. So, what explains the persistence of this cursed franchise? A combination of factors, really. Um, the power of the Stephen King name, the low barrier to entry for sequels, and a willingness to churn out direct-to-video releases have all contributed. I do think it's a case study in how a recognizable IP can survive, even thrive, despite consistently poor reviews as for science. And let's be honest, it's a little ironic. Story about children corrupted by an evil force in a cornfield has, in a way, become a similarly relentless force in the horror landscape, and it just keeps growing, even when everyone's hoping it will finally be harvested. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.